The Pacific is a culturally rich and diverse region, made up of many unique countries. The Pacific offers a unique investment opportunity, with potential for good investment return and, more importantly, outstanding social return. Having identified this opportunity for important social change through investment, the Australian government is funding Pacific RISE, the Pacific Readiness for Investments in Social Enterprise program. This initiative aims to capitalize on networks and knowledge in the Pacific and growing economies to create an investment market by contributing at least 5 million Australian dollars into new social impact investments. Impact investments are those that look beyond financial return. They aim to deliver measurable social and environmental impacts with creating better opportunities for those in the Pacific.
So my name is Sandy Blackburn-Wright. I'm the Managing Director of Social Outcomes, and I've been the Impact Investment Advisor for the design phase of Pacific RISE. So what is impact investing? It's when someone intentionally looks to create financial and social returns on their investment. So classically, when we invest in the stock market, we're having a look to see how we can maximise our social return. And impact investing is different from philanthropy, where we give money away and we don't expect any return. Impact investing says, I'd like a return, but I'd like it financially and socially. When we first started doing this kind of ethical investment, we thought about negative screens. And then we said, well, let's do a positive screen. Let me invest in companies that are actually doing good things. And that's really what's led us now to impact investing. How do I move all the investments that I make in my super fund, in my family trust, whatever it might be, and put them into companies and entities that are actually creating positive impact in the world, not just neutral or not negative, but actual positive impact.
To ensure meaningful and inclusive economic growth throughout the region, Pacific RISE has adopted gender lens investing, which combines gender analysis with financial analysis to measure the impact of investments.
Hi, I'm Joy Anderson. I'm the president and founder of Criterion Institute. It's a US-based sort of activist think tank. And our core mission is to change who has power and influence in the work of reinventing the economy. We were noticing that the conversation about gender in impact investing was thin. Right? It didn't go that deep. Maybe people were looking at were they investing in women-led businesses? Maybe they were asking that question, but it was just thin. And so 7 years ago, Criterion Institute, along with Calvert Foundation and Root Capital, and then eventually many others, worked collaboratively to build a field that would bring together a set of different activity that had been going on for decades of supporting women entrepreneurs, looking at questions of women in leadership on things like boards, but also to look at workplace equity and what's the working conditions of for women within businesses or products and services that benefited women and girls, just sort of looking across all these different disparate activities. And we just said, can we put them under one umbrella and potentially make that louder to say we're all talking about gender? And we don't have to debate how we're approaching it, but let's look at gender and its connection between gender and finance. And then we called that gender lens investing. What's interesting is one of the constant challenges between gender lens investing and impact investing, and this is an interesting tension because, why build a new field, right? Isn't this just complicated? Why aren't you just impact investing? Well, we didn't want to be an issue area women and girls as an issue area of impact investing. Right? We're talking about the connection between gender and finance. That's like the whole planet. We didn't want to be a niche of a fringe, but rather say, can we really talk holistically about the ways that gender informs how we think about finance? So our definition of gender lens investing that we work with is really a process definition. It's about what's happening. So we define gender lens investing as incorporating a gender analysis into a financial analysis to get to better decisions. And so at its core, what gender lens investing is doing, it's proving that you can change what matters in systems that are seen as untouchable. So people ask me on a plane, what do you do? Sometimes I say, I change global systems of finance. Just because I want them to hear that somebody believes you can. And at its core, gender is one of the most powerful ways that our world is organized, and it should matter to this really powerful system. We just want to connect those two together and prove that it's possible to change these global systems that so many people feel are intractable.